Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking all about dreams and symbols and why it is really important to pay attention to them because it can literally transform your life. So grab your beverage of choice and let's get into it. This is a side note, but we're having like a little heat wave here in Scotland at the start of September, which is very unsettling. And it is so freaking warm right now, like I am literally sweating. So no matcha or coffee for me, I've went for a Diet Coke and ice. So I have always been someone that seems to remember their dreams quite easily. For a while I kept a dream journal. I haven't actually done that in a little while, but I think I'm going to start doing it again because I really believe, and it has proven true in my life, that your dreams can really unlock lots of important things that you need to understand about your life, and they can really be a gateway into your subconscious and a way for you to understand yourself better, maybe to make better choices, to deal with situations better. Like, there's just so much that we can get from our dreams, and I don't think that the average person utilizes this knowledge enough. So firstly, let's just talk about dreams, right? Dreams are not just images and weird kind of mind movies that are played in our heads when we sleep. Our dreams are actually a way for our subconscious mind to work through a lot of things, to process emotions, to try and heal ourselves in a way, honestly, or bring up things that we haven't yet dealt with. Some dreams can even be prophetic, so you might dream of something that then ends up happening. This has happened to me quite a few times. It's really, really weird. It's kind of cool, but it's really weird at the same time. But your brain really, really loves to use metaphors and symbols. So, for example, you might be dreaming of a goldfish, right? And you wake up and you're like, that was kind of weird. I was dreaming about a goldfish. And you might disregard it and just think it was just a weird dream, whatever. But that could actually have a really big significance in your life. So it might be worth thinking about, well, what was the fish doing in my dream? How did I feel about it? Was it my pet? Was I kind of scared of it? Did I not like it? What was my relationship to it? Try and decode how you feel about the symbols, animals, objects, people that come up in your dreams, because this is going to be a really, really good gateway into your subconscious mind. It might be trying to give you a message. The goldfish is a stupid example, right? But maybe, for example, if you're dreaming about a goldfish, maybe the dream is symbolic of like a pet that you had when you were younger that you're really sad that you don't have anymore, or maybe it's a sign that you actually want a bit of companionship and maybe you should go and get a pet. Doesn't need to be a fish, right? I don't know why the fish was the example, but whatever. Or maybe if you felt like the goldfish wasn't being cared for, maybe it's symbolic of you. Maybe you need to take better care of yourself. Like, there's so many ways that you can interpret it, but ultimately you will know the right way that it needs to be interpreted. Obviously you can Google it. So you could Google like, what does it mean if I dream about a goldfish? What do goldfish symbolise? I often have dreams about animals, insects, plants, even things like that. And I often just Google like, what does this animal spiritually represent? And actually lately I've been seeing a lot of red admiral butterflies, not in my dreams, just like actually out in person. In fact, the other day one of them landed on my fiance's back. And I'm not like the biggest fan of butterflies. I'm actually really, really afraid of moths. So I feel like butterflies are a little bit too close for comfort for me, but I've been seeing a lot of them and I do think they're really pretty, right? So I just Googled like, what do red admiral butterflies mean? And apparently spiritually they are a symbol of growth and change and like spiritual growth, and that was actually really apt for me because we're going through a bit of change right now, and I do feel like I'm growing spiritually, and I do feel like I'm having to redirect myself spiritually and sort of try different things and reawaken my spiritual practice and reconnect with my spiritual self. So that was really interesting. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is your brain will show you symbols, but don't necessarily take those symbols at face value. You might need to work a little bit harder to decode what those symbols mean to you. So here is a little example, right? Recently, a couple of weeks ago, I had a dream about Taylor Swift. So I had a dream that I was at her concert and I was seeing her and she was amazing. I think she actually spoke to me in the dream as well. Now, humble brag, I do have tickets to the Era tour, right? But it's not coming to Scotland till like next June. So it's quite a long time away. And yes, I'm excited for it, but I didn't feel like the dream was just me being excited for the Eras tour. It was very specifically like Taylor Swift that I was focused on in the dream. It wasn't like the gig, if that makes sense. It wasn't being there with my friend or being dressed up. It was very much her. And so I took a little minute when I woke up and I was like, right, what does this dream mean? Because I just felt like it was more, and I feel like once you start becoming attuned to your dreams, you will know when a dream is kind of just a dream about something that you're worried about or excited for, or whether it's something that you need to unpack a bit further. So I was like, what does Taylor Swift symbolize to me? And I really sat with that for a minute, and I realized that to me, Taylor Swift symbolizes quite a lot of things. She symbolizes dedication, ambition, hard work, self-belief and success, among lots of other things. And I was like, okay, I think that this dream was a message for me from my subconscious to be like, you need to embody this energy. You need to become Taylor Swift. Okay, I just need to become Taylor Swift. I need to kind of take on that persona, because at the time, so this was a couple of weeks ago, I was just about to step into a new role at one of my jobs, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, I feel like I need to focus my energies here. I need to believe in myself. I need to show up as my best self and get it done and be dedicated and work hard. So that was actually quite an inspirational dream for me. I do find like Taylor Swift really inspiring. And I was like, right, okay, my brain is using her to tell me like, this is your inspiration. You need to be inspired. You need to be focused. You need to work hard. You need to be ambitious and just go for it. So that was actually really, really useful for me. So whenever you have a dream, say you have a dream about a celebrity, think about your relationship with that celebrity. Do you like them? Do you not like them? How do they make you feel? Do they make you feel angry? Do they make you feel happy, sad? Think about that, and then that will help you break down like what that dream could actually mean. And it doesn't have to be a celebrity, obviously. This could be about anybody in your life, even a stranger in your dream. How did they make you feel? You can literally break down your dreams quite easily by yourself. Like, I would say only try not to use Google all the time. Try to interpret your dreams first and then consult Google and sort of pick out what you think fits and what doesn't. And the same with symbols in your life. If you're someone that believes that the universe can speak with you and send you symbols, or maybe you believe that like past loved ones can send you messages or symbols, it's really, really good to be attuned to that and see what keeps coming up for you. So like I was saying with my Red Admiral butterfly example, I've seen quite a few of those over the past week or so. So I've started to be like, okay, I think this is a symbol, this is a sign, like the universe I feel like is trying to speak to me and tell me, you're going through a period of change, you are going to grow through this experience, and that's okay. And that's really reassuring. So it's actually really, really nice to look for signs. You can even ask for specific signs as well from the universe, or for past loved ones, or whatever deity you might speak to. You could ask for, I don't know, a shell or a specific flower or someone to say something. Like, you can ask for signs in lots of different ways, and this is a good way of helping become attuned to what's being presented around you. But going back to dreams, if you are someone that struggles to remember your dreams a lot, because I don't know why, I've just always been able to remember my dreams pretty clearly for the most part. If you're someone that struggles to remember your dreams, try keeping a dream journal right by your bed and write down whatever you can remember as soon as you wake up. Even if it's just like a colour, even if you just wake up and you have no idea what the dream was about, but it was like the colour green was prominent, just write that down. And it gradually, you'll train your brain to remember more and more and more of your dream, and then you can start unpacking it. I do have another video all about lucid dreaming, which I did train myself to do at one point. I've only had, I think, 1 or 2 lucid dreams experiences, because it's not something I would want to do like all the time, but the one really memorable one that I did have was absolutely amazing. So I'll have that linked below, and I'll put it in the cards as well, because I would highly recommend checking out that video if you've enjoyed this one. But yeah, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got something from it. Your dreams are very, very important, and I really, really believe that they can be the key to unlocking your subconscious and to finding out what's going on inside, so that you can show up for yourself and honestly just make your life better. So yeah, let me know down below if you are someone that remembers your dreams, or if you've had any interesting dreams lately. Maybe we can try and decode them together. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!